Hi everyone, it's Jamie Zebra 23. Good morning. So, here's what's going on. So I think most of you know that I started watching a channel a few weeks back when Florida had that hurricane scare. I started watching a channel called Living in a Van, which is now changed. The name of that channel has changed to Mr. Impossible. But the man, he's living in an RV/van. You know, he upgraded from a van to an RV that he got off of Craigslist. It's a whole thing. If you guys like to hear interesting stories, that's the channel that you should go to. But so this man received a lot of help on his journey. Some things happened to him a few years ago, got him a little bit off track, just like it happens to the best of us. I mean, I think that there's nobody out there that can say our life has just been 100% smooth sailing from start to now. I don't think anybody can say that. So he's got a story much like most of us. So he's got a Pay It Forward channel. He was so grateful for all the help that he received. He's got a Pay It Forward channel. So he would like to use the revenue from that channel to help other people. Good morning. Hi, Priestess. So that channel's name is Pay It Forward. Pay It Forward. So if you guys could go over to the Pay It Forward channel and just hit subscribe, that would be everything. He doesn't want your money. He doesn't want anything from you. If you could just hit subscribe, that's it. Just so that we could pay it forward, so that everyone could pay it forward. You know, if there is a channel that you guys could do that for, that would be a great channel. Hi, B King. Hi, High Priestess. Thank you so much. It's Pay It Forward, and there's a picture of a star. Once this chat ends, I will put the link in the description box. Okay, so I wanted to read some of these cards for you guys. Seven of Michael. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone might not be the best answer. Review all the details. So some of you maybe are like me. I'm the type of person that if there's a problem, I think I have to solve it. I think there's no help out there to me. It's just me, myself, and I. That's how I've been since I was a child. So if some of you are thinking like I think, you need to knock it off. They're saying, Archangel Michael saying, knock that off. There is a better course of action available to you. Working alone may not be the best answer. Review all the details. Maybe you need somebody else. Hey, High Priestess, yeah. But the good news about, you know, sometimes being the type of people we are, High Priestess, is that we actually get things done. I mean, I'm able to change tires by myself. I'm able to fix minor issues under the hood with my vehicle. I've moved furniture by myself. I don't recommend that. I've rewired my vehicle before. I do electrical work. Anytime I've ever gotten with any of my ex-husbands or boyfriends, they were like, whoa, I was thinking you're some Barbie doll sitting in the corner. They're like, damn, you're a jack of all trades, Jamie. But I think most women in 2019 are that way. We're a jack of all trades. So let's go to the next card. Angelina, yeah, that's the only way to go. So let's go to the next one. But Archangel Michael is saying that maybe we need to say, wait, let's ask for some help. So let's do the Six of Ariel. Material needs get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. That's awesome, High Priestess. So if you guys are just joining this, my friend Denoy has a Pay It Forward channel. He's going to use all the revenue from that channel to help others get on their feet, but it's also a resource channel too. So like, let's say you need a good mechanic, a decent mechanic who's not going to rip you off. There will be that resource there on the Pay It Forward channel. Let's say you need to find a food pantry, or you need to find a church that'll help you. You need to find some help with rent or with gas money. That would be a resource. So if any of you, and 444 just went by, that's archangels. That's the number of archangels, just as I was saying this. So if you guys could go to the Pay It Forward channel and just hit subscribe, you don't need to give him a penny. You don't need to give him anything. Just hit subscribe so that revenue can be used to help other people in need. I don't know if any of you out there have ever been in need. I know I have several times in my life. It's not fun. It's probably the worst feeling in the world to feel helpless. So if you guys could just go over to the Pay It Forward channel and just hit subscribe, that's all you got to do. He's almost at his goal. So just, you know, he just needs 400 and something more subscribers, and then he's there, and then he can, you know, begin to pay it forward. If you guys could just do that favor for me, and for, you know, not just for me, but for anybody who may end up needing help soon. Okay, and then we got the King of Ariel. King of Ariel, successful, stable, accomplished, and powerful. Your plans are working out very well, professional and financial success, using resources wisely. High Priestess 13, some of the things that you could do to help yourself is you can go on YouTube and there's free Reiki videos. What you want to start with is you want to rest, relaxation, and Reiki is a really great Reiki channel. It's free Reiki. It's got Reiki for everything. So I don't know if you've got a pen and paper, High Priestess, but here's what you need to do. Go to Rest, Relaxation, and Reiki. First, play Energetic Detox. Then you want to go to chakra clearing. Then you want to do aura clearing. You want to do all of that at the, you know, one at a time at the same time. You know what I mean? Then what you want to do with that is you want to skip over to Elke Neher. I think it's ELKE and then NEHER. Then you want to do the entity removal and thought placement removal. Then what you want to do after that is you want to do the energy vampire video. And then what you want to do after that is you want to go to the channel Divine White Light and you want to do the cord cutting video. So the cords can't reattach, and anytime you feel it reattaching, do another cord cutting video. So for those of you that are just joining right now, if you guys can do me a big favor, if you can go to the Pay It Forward channel, it's Pay It Forward, and just hit subscribe. That money is going to be, the revenue that's made from that channel is going to go to helping others. So if you could, so if you guys could go there, yes, smudging, rue water, yes, also Florida water soap, sea salt baths, all of that stuff, you should be pretty clear. And if that doesn't work, you can always go get some candles from a Botanica. And you can also use that to clear you. Okay, so now, also, if some of you live near a monk, like in Houston, Texas, back when I lived in Texas, they have Kao Chin. He's an Asian monk. I was going through something several years ago when my ex was stalking me and, you know, trying to do some serious harm. Kao Chin, he cleared a lot of that energy for me because I was getting it from all sides. So if you guys live anywhere near there's like a Buddhist temple or a good monk, go there, and that can also help. You know, guys, there's a million ways to clear the negative energy. There's so many ways. But the number one way to clear negative energy, yeah, Kao Chin is incredible. You know, a lot of times Kao Chin, he'll clear you. He won't give you a list of what ails you. He'll just do it. He won't be like, yeah, you know, you were supposed to die yesterday, but I cleared you. He's not going to say that. He's just going to do what needs to be done and be done with it. Also, guys, also, that means you got to redo it. Anytime the glass of the candle turns black, that means you got to redo it. That means it's not clear yet. You got to redo it. What was I saying? But yeah, so the number one way to clear negative energy is to think positively. I know it's very difficult when the sky is falling to think positive, but I'm telling you guys, find what, you know, sometimes if I watch SNL skits, it makes me laugh so hard. So if I get into a very bad mood, I'll just watch some comedy just so I can start laughing. Or what I'll do is I'll start singing nursery rhyme songs with the children. I grew up in a Jehovah's Witness family, as most of you know. So I sometimes, to raise my vibration, I'll read the My Book of Bible Stories for the kids because they love it. I also, for my kids, I record myself reading books. So let's say I'm busy doing something and they want a story read, they can just click play and they can watch mommy read them a story. They, my littlest one loves that. But hearing him laugh and pointing at the camera, mama, mama, and then pointing at me doing dishes saying, mama, mama. So he thinks that there's two mamas. It's so cute. He's only 3. But yeah, getting your vibrations raised by thinking positive is one of the best cures for anything. Literally, as you get happier, you might feel an energetic shift from that. So if you have people, friends, family members that make you laugh all the time, those are the people to be around. Coworkers that make you laugh, those are the people to be around, because that'll change your vibration. So for those of you that are just joining, if you could do me a favor and go to the Pay It Forward channel and hit subscribe so that the revenue that's generated can help other people. Hey, Traveling Tim, how are you? Good morning. So I'm gonna go to the next card. Oh, somebody on here that in the comments asked me what you can do for health stuff. The best way to clear health with Reiki is meridians. Go to rest, relaxation, and Reiki and clear your meridians. After you've done the clear the meridians, you may, if you feel like the spiritual attack is attacking you health-wise, you may want to do the clear the meridians video 3 or 4 times, and then do the strengthen meridians video right after 3 or 4 times, just to really clear it, just to get everything out. And also, guys, while you're doing any kind of Reiki videos, any kind of meditations, you have to drink water. Make sure you're staying hydrated, because all that water is going to flush out your system. Water's very cleansing. Okay, so let's go to the next card. You got the 4 of Michael. Insights that come from quiet meditation, the need for more sleep or time off, seek relief from stress. Stress will get you. Everybody knows that. Stress is the biggest thing to kick anybody's butt. Sometimes that stress can be brought on by other people. I know so many of you that are on my channel are very spiritual yourselves. So you're empaths. If you walk into a room and people are having a bad day, you might end up having a bad day because you're getting the vibrations of that energy. So make sure that you're figuring out what's yours and what's not yours. You got to figure out what's yours and what's not yours. Energetically, once you figure that out, it's going to be easier for you guys to cut cords to any kind of other people's garbage. Okay, we have the 5 of Gabriel. A challenge you can resolve. Withdraw from the drama of others. Have patience with yourself and those around you. You know, sometimes when I find myself in weird predicaments, these cards really help me. And I know some of you are not ready yet to get the actual real tarot cards. I know a lot of you are fearful of them, but I'm telling you, these Doreen Virtue Angel cards, they are like everything. Doreen Virtue has all kinds of cards. These have helped me at my worst moments. You know, sometimes when I'm freaking out, my pendulum tells me to, calm down, be patient. Or my tarot cards will be like, hey, you need to take a chill pill. And then I get mad and I throw the cards across the room, or I take my pendulum and I throw it in a drawer and say, that's what you get. But, these angel cards though, these ones really calm me down when I'm in that, in that space of, breakdown time. So it would be good for anybody. Yes, I'm live. Hi, Koya, how are you? So for any of you that are dealing with like a lot of things and you just need something to calm your mind, you might want to get a deck of angel cards that you can just, shuffle during, rough times. Growing up, my grandma had those the stress balls, those Chinese stress balls. For me, these are my Chinese stress balls, the tarot cards. Okay, so if you're just joining this live, can you guys go to the Pay It Forward channel? My friend Denoy, he's got that channel. He's trying to generate, get it to 1,000 subscribers so he can generate some sort of fund so that he can give back. To anybody who needs help. He was in a predicament where he needed a lot of help recently. His RV broke down and he had other issues. You know, when it rains, it pours. So if you guys could just go to that Pay It Forward channel, he's not asking you for money. He's not asking you for anything. Just click subscribe so that it can get to 1,000 subscribers so that those who are really in need can help. It's not just going to be just a, you know, passing out cash channel. It's going to be a Pay It Forward channel to where, let's say, you know, somebody who might be able to do some mechanic work. Maybe he'll accept half now, pay later, that sort of thing. Maybe a resource could be offered if you know where a food pantry is. If you know someone who's got clothes or shoes that they can give to somebody. It's gonna be something like that. It's not just gonna be a cash grab to where it's like, hey, you know, I could use an extra $5,000 for a boob job. It's not that kind of a channel. So anybody who's thinking that, please don't. Yeah, I know before I told you guys about if you needed help paying your rent, I mentioned resources on here, and a lot of you messaged me through email and said you went to the church to ask him for $300 so that you could buy new makeup. That's not what that channel is going to be for. Yes, I said to call 211 and they would give, yes, Koya, that's exactly what I said. They walked up to churches and started asking them to buy them new clothes, new shoes, new makeup. They wanted some new palette, Jeffree Star palette. No. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, guys. I think most of you know that, but for the few that don't, please don't do that. So yeah, so those of you that are just joining, please go to the Pay It Forward channel and hit subscribe. If you've already done so, more than welcome to let me know right here. Thank you so much. So let's move on to the next cards. So decisions, Archangel Jophiel. Thank you, Archangel Jophiel. Release yourself from that which holds you back, a need to detox, unnecessary worry based on lack of self-confidence. Some of you are just starting out. I know that there's a lot of you that just got on YouTube and you're getting frustrated. I know this because you guys message me and say, Jamie, how do I get some subscribers? How do I get this? It's not easy. You got to put in work. I think I mentioned this before. Back when I was putting out only monthlies, I had, you know, like 500 subscribers for a year. Like it didn't get past 500 subscribers for a year. I had to start doing dailies. I had to start doing weeklies. I had to start doing monthlies, mid-monthlies, you know, bonuses. You got to put in the work. You got to, you know, and even then you still might need help. So if, you know, if you're a nice person, I mean, if you're not like a racist or you know, a bigot, you'd be surprised how many people that claim to be spiritual are racists and bigots. It's alarming. But anyway, that's off to a different topic. I'm going to stay on task. So if you have a channel that you want me to shout out, I will be happy to do so. Just if I do shout out your channel, I don't want to hear that you're a racist. I don't want to hear that you're doing evil things to people. Like I'm not interested in helping people like that. And if I do help somebody who is like that, I wish them all the worst luck in the world, because I don't. Yeah, I had one lady I shouted out one person's channel, and some lady contacted me hysterical and said, this lady wouldn't do my reading because I'm Indian. I'm from India. I'm like, what? Then that's not a spiritual person. Spiritual people are not racist. You cannot be spiritual and be a bigot and a racist and whatever else. You can't be. You can't. It doesn't go together. Your enlightenment won't be on the level it needs to be able to see anything if you're that way. It's just how it goes. So that's not, so be thankful that to the Indian person, if you're watching me, the one that contacted me all upset a few months ago, be thankful that she wouldn't do your reading, because you don't want a reading from someone like that. So yeah, just, that's horrible. I was so disgusted, guys. That's one of my triggers, is I hate racism. I hate people who make fun of the handicapped. I hate people who disrespect the elderly. I hate people that talk bad about the handicapped. I hate to see that people don't hold doors open for the elderly or someone on crutches. I see people slamming doors on people, and I'm just like, who were you raised by? Like, why? It freaks me the hell out. But that's a rant for another day. So anyway, so let's go back to this. All right, Two of Michael. Okay, it will all be better if you just make a decision. Overanalyzing a problem, find a compromise. So some of you are at a stalemate. You're like, I hate my job, but I don't want to go look for another job. You got to make a decision. So of course, never quit a job unless you have another job in place. You never want to do that. So make a decision. say you hate the partner that you're with. You got to get away from your partner. They're lying, they're cheating, but you're scared if you leave them, you won't find someone else. No, you need to make a decision. It'll all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. Be king, they really are. They are, every time I touch the angel cards, I just feel so uplifted. It just, if some of you are not morning people, like I am not a morning person at all. I had to become a morning person because I'm a mom. So these kids get up at like 5 a.m. demanding, you know, pancakes, sausages, and eggs and whatever else they want, whatever else they decide that they deserve. So I'm up at the crack of dawn with these kids, but I am not a morning person. So shuffling the cards in the morning definitely gets me up. So of course, coffee and then the cards. I'm a night owl, even if I've been up at 5 a.m. I'm just wired that way. I know a lot of Pisces, we are night owls. I'm sure any other zodiac sign can be, but I just find myself up until like 2 or 3 in the morning. I just do. Just cleaning and, you know, doing whatever else, sewing things, putting things back together. Yes, doing anything to make my financial, yeah. So guys, I know you're gonna think it's sort of silly, but yes, Ronald Butcher, that's how it usually goes. So that means that you are going in different levels of spiritual awakening, but gifts tend to get stronger over the years as we learn. The less our ego is involved, the more spiritually enlightened we can get. See, the ego is a trickster. We all have an ego, of course, but it has to be balanced. When it gets out of whack, that's when it's too much. I know that my ego is out of whack when I start bitching and complaining over things that other people would be happy to bitch and complain about. Like when some of the people on my channel, when they were calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning to ask if their baby daddy gave them an STD, and I would get really pissed off and I'd be like, listen, you can't call my phone, stop. Or people would call my cell phone to ask me if I do personal readings and if I have a website, when the place where they found my phone number was on the website where I offer personal readings. See, somebody in the comment section said, Jamie, that would be a great problem that many people would like to have, is for people to be wanting your services, for people to be contacting you like that. So I had to turn a frown upside down and make it a smile. So now when people do that to me, I don't really get upset like I used to. I just simply say, well, the website is JamieZebra23, and if they ask if their baby daddy gave them an STD, I'm like, well, you know, go to the website and I'll schedule you and we'll get to the bottom of it. Instead of me ranting and saying, how dare you call me at 3 o'clock in the morning to send me pictures of your boyfriend's penis. Yeah, so now I turn the frown upside down. But anyway. Okay. Also, guys, just so you know, there are ways to see if somebody has an STD without you guys sending me the picture of the person's penis or the vagina. There are other ways I can find out if they have an STD or not. Just FYI. Good morning, Uneka. Okay, so let's go. Oh, so if you guys are just joining, the reason why I'm on here right now is I wanted to let you guys know about the Pay It Forward channel. If you guys could go to Denoy's channel, he's a gentleman that was struggling recently, but he got a lot of help from other people and he's not struggling today, thankfully. If you could go to the Pay It Forward channel and just hit subscribe, what that Pay It Forward channel is going to to drum up some revenue so that Denoy can help other people, but it's also going to be a resource channel too. So like, let's say you're stranded somewhere and you've got no help and no way out. You could go on the Pay It Forward channel and the community can help you. So if you guys could go to the Pay It Forward channel and just hit subscribe, he's not asking you for money, nothing, just to hit subscribe, please, so that the channel can start making some money. All right, now let's go to the next card. Pay It Forward, Payit, and then forward, FORWRD. Can somebody in the comment section, can you type out the name Pay It Forward so that people know what channel to go to and subscribe to? This is what the I'm going to show you guys on my other phone what it looks like. Let me turn it down. This is Denoy's Pay It Forward channel, this one. So if you guys could just go there and just hit subscribe, he's not asking you for money, not asking you for anything. Um, a lot of us have the same things going on, and a lot of us have the same sort of past lives as well. So I know for sure in several of my past lives that I was a nomad. I've had to be a nomad a few times in this lifetime, but for sure, being a nomad is a very comfortable thing for me. And I know you guys are like, how would that be comfortable? I just am. I really feel like I was a traveling gypsy in one lifetime. I feel like I was a part of like a caravan at one point. I feel like that was just something I did. I just went from one place to the other with my family, packed up my family. We would just, so it's a very like, it's a very natural feel for me. So I started watching a lot of these Nomad channels a few years ago. I was thinking about getting an RV and doing all that stuff, but as most of you know, I do have a 16-year-old and almost 17-year-old with cerebral palsy. So thankfully he is mobile, but he's got a lot of doctor's appointments like speech therapy, physical therapy, occupational therapy. He gets Botox injections in his legs. He's about to have a major surgery, leg surgery coming up. So that's not something that I can do at this point, but I can still follow up and live vicariously through other channels. And some of you may find yourselves in a nomad situation, and you might be living in your cars, you might be living in RVs, you might be living on the road, you might be living in hotels. So these channels are good to watch just so that you can get that knowledge, because there's nothing wrong with getting that knowledge. And it's also interesting to see maybe somebody living a little differently than you. But yeah, please go to the Pay It Forward channel, hit subscribe, help out so that he can help other people, because I know you guys on my channel are very giving, nice people. So I know you're about that life. Okay, so now let's go to the next one. You guys asked me before, Jamie, how do I know what past lives I had? Or how do I know if it's connected to? So if it's something that you've not done in this lifetime, but you're drawn to it, it's most likely that was something in your past life. So a lot of phobias, like let's say you've got a fear of flying, but you've never flown. Let's say you've got, maybe you were in a terrible accident, maybe a flying incident when in a past life. Same with vehicles. Some people just have major phobias of, I know I do, but that comes from a past life. I was able to do a past life regression on myself with that. I didn't get my driver's license until I was 32. I still avoid highways, and you guys are like, but Jamie, you drive from California to New York all the time. I do that, but I've got to talk myself into it. So as I'm driving, I'll feel a panic attack coming on, and I'll just be like, you can do it, you can do it. You can do it, you can do it, like that sort of thing. I tell myself, you're an adult, you can do this, you can drive. You're the best driver ever, you can do this. So sometimes we have to psych ourselves up in order to get over a phobia or anything like that. But yeah, but anyway, so let's go to this. Butcher, I think you were saying something. I got to go back to your comment after I read this card. I don't know what you said. 9 of Michael. Your worry is unnecessary. Focus your thoughts on the outcome you desire. Release feelings of regret, guilt, or worry to your angels. And I know a lot of you are like, yeah, right, why would the angels help me? Release your worry to let's do it right now. It even says 14. It said 14 people watching and 14 thumbs up, but now it changed to 13. But that's also an archangel number. Try it, guys. Whatever you're worried about right now, try it right this minute. In your head, say, please, archangels, please surround me in my situation. Please bring me comfort, but also find me a solution to whatever problems I'm dealing with right now. Please give me solutions right now. Whether it's an idea that you guys put in my head, whether it's a helping person that comes forward in my direction, please. You guys will see it. And I know I've told you guys a million times that Archangel Michael broke my water. I'm telling you, this is not like woohoo crazy stuff. Archangel Michael broke my water. I was overdue 2 weeks like always. For some reason, when I get pregnant, my body wants to stay pregnant. So yeah, so it's the never-ending story. So I'm 2 weeks overdue like always, and I'm just hysterically crying on my couch at 11 o'clock at night. My oldest was upstairs sound asleep peacefully, and I'm just overly pregnant, like I'm gonna give myself a C-section here in a minute. I'm like, I can't be pregnant for another minute. So I screamed out loud, guys, Archangel Michael, please break my water. Use your mighty sword and break my water. I literally heard pop, 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 but I was thinking, no way, no way. So, I'm crying hysterically. So I get up to go get another tissue because, my couch is soaked with the tears and, I'm a mess. And I get up and there's water all over the floor, guys. I had a tile floor at the time, a tile living room floor. I almost slipped in it and I started jumping up and down and laughing. And I was like, thank you, Archangel Michael. I packed up my son, drove to the hospital. His dad came and picked him up and I had a baby 2 hours later. Woohoo! So Archangel Michael, he's no joke. Also, guys, Archangel Michael is the archangel that clears away voodoo, negative energies, dark energies. Archangel Michael is the one that handles the dark stuff. So let's say you've got a boyfriend, girlfriend, a child, anybody in your life that's dealing with addictions, Archangel Michael is the one to call. He's the one that deals with the dark stuff. Let's say you've got a boyfriend or a girlfriend that can't keep their legs closed or can't keep their penis in their pants. Archangel Michael is the one that you call to tell them to make them think healthy, to stop this sex addiction, this obsession. He's the one to call on. So please call on Archangel Michael when it comes to anything that you're upset about, anything at all. Also, I just want to keep in mind, guys, I use a lot of profanity. I can be pretty graphic, and many times I'm dressed kind of provocatively. So please, this channel is for 18 and older. I don't want anyone to get offended and be like, oh my goodness, Jamie said the V or the D word. Jamie's talking about STDs and penis pictures. This is not for children. Okay? But anyway, so 7 of Gabriel. Stand up for what you believe in. Have confidence. Claim your personal power. So while I was doing this, I think it's because you guys are on here, I was picking up other things. So some of you're actually literally going to be starting off with nothing. Some of you are starting off with nothing. You're about to change your life in a big way. Some of you are leaving abusive situations. Some of you are breaking up with someone. Some of you are leaving your family's house and you don't quite know where you're gonna go. I think that you're on the right track. Of course, don't sleep in the woods. Don't sleep on the street. Go to a shelter or find a friend or go on Craigslist and try to find a roommate or a housemate. Of course, you've got to get a job. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but there's something called Labor Ready. I think in different states it's called something else. I think they guarantee like $100 a day. Back when I was working at Labor Ready, when I was like 16 in New York with a fake ID, I was a minor, so nobody called the cops. I was a minor using a fake ID. I just wanted to work so I could buy school clothes. As most of you know, I grew up very, very poor. So in New York State years ago, they didn't allow people to work unless you were 15 or older, and you'd have to have working papers. So yeah, but anyway, so currently there's something called Labor Ready, and could be different names. It's kind of like a temp agency, but they guarantee $100 a day. Alicia Thompson, I hope you get your SSD. Archangel Michael would be call upon Archangel Michael and ask him to expedite it. But some of you can find odd jobs doing that. There's lots of ways to make money. And I know it's like, oh, if it was so easy, how come I'm not making it? But if you were somebody who's single without children, this is like prime time. Like if you don't have a disability, if you're single, you're mobile, you don't have kids. Basically the world is your oyster. I'm not saying that you can't have nice things and have a good life if you have kids or if you have a disability, but you're pretty much set for success if you're not lugging children around trying to find childcare. I think that they do. I don't know if Stephanie is on here. Psycho Steph, are you on here? My friend Stephanie, she's currently working there. I don't know if she's on here right now. I'm not making fun of her. That's her screen name is Psycho Steph. She's a vegan, and if those of you that are starting out trying to become vegan, she's got a channel as well. It's Psycho Steph Chef. But she cooks really good vegan meals. I didn't know that they had vegan buffalo wings and a bunch of other stuff, but I guess it tastes pretty good. Yeah, lots of good stuff. She eats regular food, but yeah. Avon is good. Alicia Thompson says Avon is a good business for anybody to try. So I'm also getting that for some of you, you do have unexpected money coming in October 2019. I also see when it comes to love and romance, you do have time wasters that are coming back around to mess with your head. Please don't cause that time waster to make you guys lose your jobs, lose your focus. A lot of you have finally gotten yourself back on your feet. Don't let anybody, knock you off your path because you're about to get everything that's good. Don't let anybody knock you down. Excuse me. My phone is about to die, so one more time I'm going to ask you guys to please, oh please, oh please, go to the Pay It Forward channel, Pay It Forward, and hit subscribe so that that channel can start generating money. And generating money so that Denoy can pay it forward. But also, if you have a resource that you can offer, go to that channel, hit subscribe, and suggest it in the comments. If you guys have any, maybe some of you have resources. Maybe some of you are in a certain state and you work on RVs. Maybe you do what is it, van builds. Maybe some of you know a way that someone can create a toilet in their vehicle. Even if it's like a makeshift toilet. I know some of you are like, Jamie, what are you talking about? Oh no, here we go. Guys, if you're living that lifestyle, those things are needed. I even saw last year somebody made running water in their van. They rigged up something and they like had a valve where their water could, you better say it. You better say that, Jamie. So somebody rigged up some water so that they could like turn it on and it could be running water so they could wash their hands and clean up. There's a lot of people living in their vehicles and they're sending their kids to school from vehicles. So it's really not that uncommon, especially with the way that rent is going sky high. For sure. But yeah, please please subscribe to the Pay It Forward channel and then of course hit like. You guys might get something out of the videos there. All right, guys, Jamie Zebra 23, ta-ta for now. Have an amazing Monday. Your weeklies are coming up. I got a lot going on this morning, but they should be uploaded around 5 o'clock. All right, Jamie Zebra 23, ta-ta for now.